Here we go, countdown, first map. DM4 picked by Forgotten. The first pick was handed to them by the Brazilians. Here we go. Close enough pings. Rule sets wasn't checked after beginner reconnected. Ooh. Well, he just updated Easy Quake, I guess. Or just whatever he had to do. Quake attack red. Forgotten with an early lead. Defending, oh yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. Team kills. Not to worry, he's got yellow and then green, red if he chooses to drop down, but yeah, he did well sticking around there. Top area. Good vantage point. Top kick control. And he could afford to do that thanks to all of the stack he had. And he is still kind of... There we go, yeah. Gets worn out with a bit of that LG. Still in the lead. Denied. No yellow for you. And it's beginner's turn to be on top of the world. Okay, so good start with the armor control for the European side. They've had all of the reds. One yellow. Only one yellow? I guess since they've had all of the reds, there wasn't much need to pick up the yellows. And they prevented the Brazilians from getting in there to actually pick that one up. Which they just did. And they are now in the lead. Beginner in red suffering at shaft and dying of his wounds. Quake going to cross, not in one piece, he won't. Nice defense at top from running dangerously low on stack, manages not to get hit by a single boomstick. Yes, we have high pings, but we also have anti-lag. So boomstick can work. Easy pickings for Mur at top. We have GT with LG now, pushing into the shotgun box. And Mur is looking to secure the armors room. So far so good, got yellow, A frag, and red. Just don't get telefragged. All good for him. Yeah, there we go, that lead's extending now. Yes, I have fixed team skins, I have had that for a while now. Blue is blue and red is red. However, sometimes you do need to toggle things around, you are correct. The titles are wrong. Forgotten are blue. Yeah, we got the names the wrong way around. Compared to the colors in the title. Fuck these guys, says the thing. So how about Team Lock BR then? BR is blue. Forgotten is red. That's settled. For some reason the title scores up top were not matching. Back to the game at hand. Brazil's having a good time now. 20 frags ahead. Oh, that was red armor on her. It's all gone. Was sent crashing into the ceiling with that splash damage. GT on top. Dangerously low health. There we go. Respawns on the rocket pack and an LG pack. How convenient. I mean, this is what happens when you keep fragging and fragging. And everybody's got weapons easily. You have packs of ammunition everywhere. Bgnr gets pinned to that corner. So long, red armor. Seems pretty coordinated from the Brazilians. Like disciplined. There's always somebody up top near the teleport exit. He's going to move to there. There we go. There he is. And he gets what? Aww. That's not supposed to happen. We're going to slip up there. There we go. There he is. I did see the axe come out. 26. That lead is extending further and further in favor of the Brazilians. But Forgotten is hanging in there pretty well. Bgnr with red gonna slip up there. GG knows this, obviously. I mean, there is no other choice for him to do that. It's obvious he's going to be pushing through. And there we can enjoy a bit of GT action. Using the super nail gun alcove to as an intimidator position. That's not something I have actually recently seen people do. Glad to see something a little fresh in a way. It's not entirely original, but I don't see it too often. Is any of them going to the Loktar trademarked one and done bait shot at the bottom? The one where he stands on top of that sort of a panel above the lava. What are you doing? Shaft the enemy. There we go. GT likes to do this a lot, it seems. A bit clumsy, forces his friend to end his own life. But they'll manage. Come on, there we go. Thankfully there's the other guy on the other side to finish him off. 1 health, run away! And that's a nice pack of rockets left to that guy, who's going to be happily using it. Attack red, attack red. Sounds like that Team Fortress night that's happening where the servers are called Attackers Go Red. I think it's a Team Fortress event, right? Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's a bit on the nose. Merge just jumps on Quake, who's waiting for red. Frags him before it's there, and I think Quake actually respawned right there. He didn't get fragged just yet. But, hey, thanks for disappearing for a brief second. Thanks for keeping the spot warm for me. 34 frags. Final minute, so the Brazilians are going to win this, and only losing by 40 frags to these guys on this map is honorable, I would say. Can still get a bit worse. few mercy frags at the end. Good games are exchanged. And it is now time for the Brazilian pick. Mer is actually the MVP. 19 frags in a row. GT take 1 red. I mean, Forgotten have been picking up red armors a lot. 17 to 8. Quake doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And GT doesn't give a flying fuck about the armor, doesn't need to. We go to DM6, power-ups are off for rules. So DM6 it is, let's see how that goes. Plenty more room than on DM4 for GT to flex a bit with his insane moves. First LG going to... First LG, well, first team to touch the LG is Brazil. Retake the red and die. Sounds like a plan. Nobody has anything to that aim, only rockets. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, attack red. Please, do it. Yeah, if there's one thing to do... Ooh, what? Convenient placement of this shot. Like it when a plan comes together, so Quake's going to just survive on a diet of greens for now. Forgotten in the lead. Typical out of control item for them. Green and mega, whereas Brazilians have red and red. Very narrow lead for them. Expanding a bit into the enemy territory. So before long, if they keep that up, this will turn into them actually taking the mega health away from Forgotten. And then at that point, all bets are off. More red armors, that's with the red. Quake has this mega. Does Mer have any mouse problems? Hopefully nothing serious. You can just leisurely pop out and back in right in time for the red. And it's going to be on GT this time around. Bit of a pine frag that we didn't get to see. Auto track is not broken, it's just Mer has been extremely solid, so no need to switch. Red is up. Yep. Utter domination of the red armor control by the Brazilians. They haven't dropped a single red to the enemy so far. So defending from above and GT doing all of the ground floor work. That could be... Thankfully GT was nearby, because that could have been an opening for Forgotten into the world of red armors. I hear it's great. Box of rockets, and Mer isn't interested. I guess he figures there's more rockets to be had by getting some frags. No pack for you. GT actually getting fragged here, so Mer has got to change his plans and go back to defend by himself. There he is. Yeah, I mean, it sort of shows how much they are on top of things. He can afford to waste some, spend some armor doing some rocket jumps. They're essentially free for them. Nice team kill, I like this. Yep. These guys are used to high ping. Still no red armors to the Forgotten side. So I'm wondering, what will Forgotten go for as the third map pick? This will be their map pick. Choose wisely. I'm thinking Aerowalk. Maybe Zetien. So the Brazilian side not as sharp as they should be. There we go, first red picked up by Quake. Crowd goes mild. Come on, there we go. Looks like Forgotten are able to take control of the red. Okay, were able to take control of the red, and now it's back to Brazil. Mer seems to confirm this. Dispatching the incoming threats with ease. Does auto track even work? Seems to always come back to Mer. So if you were in for a bit of a GT show, well, I'm sorry, auto track is not interested. 40 frag leads, so with more than half of the game time gone by, this looks like a very tall order for Forgotten to come back into this one. I mean, they've started getting their foot in the door in terms of actually touching some of that red armor. And in turn, Brazil have gone ahead and extended into mega health. And I suspect it's going to end with the Brazilian team having control of all of the things. Red and mega. Although they don't seem too much to care too much about the mega just now. They've had two because that's what they were forced to fall back to at some point, but now they're just sticking to their guns. And that is red armor. And GT's biceps, of course. Four reds for Forgotten. Well, that's cute. I mean, you can see on the scoreline that they are pushing back. It was about 40 frags difference. Went down to a little above 30, it's going back to 40 because Brazil says no. GT with the telefrags. Yeah, I'm going to switch to GT because we got to see plenty of Murd playing super well. Nothing extremely flashy, it's just sort of keeping things quiet at red. And GT is going on the offensive. So GT is actually doing the dirty work, and he's doing about as many frags as Mur is. Okay, so that just about 40 frag difference is now turned into almost a 60 frag difference. Just like that. Yeah, what can Forgotten do? They can't even get out of the mega tunnel or spawn behind the red. And I like how the Brazilian guys went into the room, waited a bit, one above, one below. They still lost the fight, but it's interesting to see the coordination. So that poor guy should have been swarmed and fragged, and somehow managed to pull it out of his arse somehow. So that's 2-0 for Brazil, and they now have to put up with whatever Forgotten will pick. They're down to 0, they get to pick Zetienne. Okay, I was wondering if it would be Aerowalk or maybe Zetienne, and it ended up being Zetienne. There it is. Watch out. Final map of this show. My map, says Quake, so watch out. It's his map. First squad going to GT. And Forgotten have pretty much everything else. Oof. Almost a telefrag. That would have been nice. Sorry, quad guy. I'm here. That's my space. Don't spam these boxes. So Quake did have just enough time to turn back and shoot a final rocket as his dying wish. So 1 minute in, 10 frags lead, and GT on the quad run. Watch out. Ice cream is incoming. Yeah, and they're going to just total into this room. 2 for 1. Yeah, I think they've had enough of that, and they're just not going to throw themselves at the squad as much. Which, to be fair, they didn't exactly do. I mean, they were defending from that yellow rocket launcher position, blocking the corridor, and that kind of backfired. Last second quad pickup for GT. 1 rocket, little health. Okay, chooses to go down there. I thought maybe he would consider going to the upper teleport exit leading to grenade for a bit of health. Yeah, it's best of 5, so 8 minutes to go and we're done. At the space. So the next match after this, which isn't going to take place just now, just the following game for these guys, is going to be versus the winners of Yeti Dirtbox versus Makasum Negve. So that game will be good, and then the result of that game versus Brazil is going to be good as well. 23 frag lead for Brazil. Back to a leisurely pace. Chillin'. Anything else? You will have any more of them red armors? Nice, he dodged into this rocket. Expecting the rocket to be aimed at the quad, which is a fair call. Quake still gets the quad. Time for payback. So we had a 20-ish frag difference, it's now a 10-ish frag difference. And he's sitting in the right position for this, which is also easy pickings from yellow rocket. There we go, they finally end this. A little bit of a scare for the Brazilians. What's he doing? Okay, Forgotten in position for quad. Getting decimated. There we go. Denied. No epic revenge from GT. I was hoping for some Super Saiyan quad run from him in retaliation of this, but no, not this time. And we're back to 22. That's 10 frags pretty much in a row for Brazil. Red is up, but not for you. Red coming up for Mark. He's pretty healthy. Lots of mega. Lots, well, not anymore, but some red left. Plenty of ammunition. He can spam. Spam, 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 spam. Prevent them from getting in, and they still will. Coordinated attack from Forgotten. They take the quad. No, yes. Bgnr in very poor health. Let's see how far you can go with that. Oh, well, maybe further than expected. With that red. And the Brazilians have disappeared off the map. Forgotten to have the quad, but the lead isn't decreasing that much. Three minutes to go, and 25 frags separating the two teams. Forgotten. Come on, guys. Bouncy, bouncy, frag. Gibs everywhere in both, well, in all paths leading to quad. And let's go. GT on the quad. Time to get beyond this, these 30 frags. There we go. Into the 30 plus. .35. Finds this target again, again, and again. Quad ends, and that's 10-ish frags. 10-ish extra for Brazil, 40 plus now. 2 minutes to go. This looks bad. All Forgotten, so they will have been on average 40 frags behind on all maps. On average, like not a strict average, but sort of that kind of order of magnitude. Forgotten to save a quad for themselves. Not for long again. Yeah, this may not be as much of his map as he initially claimed. Most deaths. Telefrag. They can afford it. Not a problem at all. Final minute. Victory lap. For Murren GT. Final quad. Come on, break into the 100 frags. And into the 50 plus. Do it for the audience. Think of the viewers. A lot of grenades coming in. Not gonna slow him down one bit. We've reached plus 50. Can he make it 100 frags? Not quite. Yep, still a good game. I mean, there was some potential in this. Did anyone expect it to go any different? This was a tall order for Forgotten. They've done well enough. It got a bit further ahead, further out of reach on ZTN with this going above 50 frags. They were at about 40 on all of the games. Actually 30, almost 40. Almost 40. Yeah, they're just pissing. They're just dicking about.